Hello everyone. I want to welcome to the Rambling Peach. If you like anything about this video, please hit that like button. Tell me what you think. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button too and the bell. Let you know when I'm putting out another video. Along with me as I do it, I have got most of the food out of the freezer, and hopefully we can get this done in just a short time. Job that I have ever had to do. But like I say, it's one of those things that has to be done. Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I found that if you onto the freezer while it's thawing out, it helps a lot. And then I'm going to get down here and I've got a dish drying towel, I guess you could say, and I'm going to dry the water up and wring it out here as it fills up in the bottom of this. Like I say, this is not one of those jobs that I enjoy doing, but it's something that has to be done. Whew, and it is really thawing quick. Let me tilt this thing down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing down here. As it melts and drips down, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's dripping all the way from the top up here down. And as it drips, the water is settling to the bottom down here. And I'm trying to get it up so that it doesn't make a big mess in my floor. And I have a rug down underneath this bowl that has the rubber backing on it, so maybe if any water does get out, most of it will soak up there. And this is how I defrost my freezer. And like I say, this is just an old freezer. I bought it at a restore for $100 more than 10 years ago. Freezer, but it has worked great, never 1 minute of trouble with it. And so I have loved, this was one of the best deals that I have done. Now, as I go, I try to knock some of this stuff loose. So far, it's not ready to come. But that's okay. While we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and empty this bucket of muddy water or dirty water, icy water, whatever you want to call it. Come on, guys. As it's thawing, I'm drinking my coffee, trying to get this day started. Figured I'd go ahead and tackle this early in the morning and get it over with. Here I have just a little cheap plastic spatula that I will take and kind of ease this ice out of here before it all melts. This is not quite ready yet. Oh, it's getting there though. Let me get a This old freezer surprisingly holds a ton of groceries. And you know, it's much easier when you put your meats on one or two shelves and your vegetables on another shelf or two, and that way you know about where things are. At one point in time, I had all my chicken on one shelf, my pork on a shelf, and my beef on a shelf. I had the vegetables in the bottom, but now I have probably too much meats for that at this time in this freezer. And my other freezer is frost-free, so I'm thinking about changing it over to where this one has all the meats and the other one has all the vegetables. So whichever one needs it the worst. I would rather put all my stuff in jars, so if we have a power outage or something, that we don't have this problem. And used to, that's all I did was can in jars. But then they put this big Kia plant in over here close to my house, and you better believe if the power goes down, it's one of the first areas that they get back going. I guess they've got a lot of clout in the community and they employ so many employees that they get it going so everybody can go back to work, I guess, and quit lollygagging around looking at everything. This may be a boring video, but you know, it's part of living in the country and the things we have to do with life, you know, so I figured what the heck, we'd go ahead and show y'all the mundane parts of life also. the fun things, but it's things that have to be done. Whew. And nobody else in the world may do it this way. My mom did it really slowly, but I just don't like to keep my frozen foods out for very long, even though I have them in coolers. It's still not being, it's not under that specific temperature for very long, even when it's cooler. And so the quicker I can get this stuff thawed out, the better off I am, I feel like. Okay, now if we can just get this up at the top out of here. I'll see if I can point you guys up closer to the top. I'll let you see what's going on here. These are some, I had honeybees, and this is some honeybee food for winter time that I did not end up feeding my honeybees, so I wasn't in too big a worry about it. This is probably where the fan is hitting me more back in the back, and it wasn't quite as thick either. I've been probably working on this less than 30 minutes. And I mean, this was built up to where it was starting to seal up, to mess up the seal on the door, so I don't want to let it go any further. Okay. Get some more of this ice and water out of here. It's dropping out of the top. There's a couple of big chunks of ice melted. Some down here. Me quickly. Oh, there's a big chunk. Come out. Get another big chunk. Oh, this box is just not wanting to give yet. Ah, there went the beef patties. I'm just gonna set them over here out of the way. Fish on this shelf and all vegetables down there in the bottom. And so we have this freezer done. All right, guys, we're good.